Hello everyone, today I'm going to be talking about my typeset collection that I have set apart from my normal collection. So if this is your first time watching, welcome, and please consider subscribing if you like this content, and hit the bell so that you can be notified whenever new content comes out. And for every returning viewer, welcome back, and glad to have you here. So I'm going to be talking about my typeset collection, which is in this, that's zoomed in again, which is in this binder. And what a typeset collection is, it's a type of every single different variation of coin, except obviously, like, I don't have every single type of the National Park Series, quarters, and state parks. Now, I do have those, but those are in my normal collection, not in my types collection. So in the types collection, I just include one of those from the series. So one from the state, one from the national, with that. So I have one of those, and I have one of each of those in here. So what I did, all I did was I looked at pictures of books that are like actual typesets, and I just wrote them down here in my notebook. That is my coin notebook, where I have all of the coins that I still need written down, so that I can just cross them off whenever I get them. So I start with like half cents, for example, and then I go to large cents and small cents and half dimes and nickels and dimes, and then I start crossing off the ones I don't need anymore. And I will try to put in the description all of that, as well as coins that I still need. I don't know if I'll probably do the one, I don't know. But yeah, just go to the description, and something, I promise, something is written down below. So let's go ahead and just open it up. First page, it looks really confusing because it's like layered and not all filled. But first page, normally way up here, you would have your half cents and your large cents, but I obviously don't have any of those. So I just went straight into small cents, but there are slots for here that I have just pre-spaced out for when I get those, because I do plan on getting them. So like, for example, Flying Eagle, I think, would go like right here, and then Indian Head with Laurel Wreath, and then the Copper Wreath, or Nickel Oak Wreath, would go right there. And then this is a normal Indian Head. So there's a normal Indian Head here, the 1909 VDB penny, which I actually found while roll hunting, and I like freaked out about it because on the bottom, I guess it would be on the top technically because it's upside down, but on the bottom it says VDB on there, and that's why I've written it right there, because I don't want to have to look at it every time to see. So I have that, and I did talk about it. I did talk about it in my penny video. So yeah, I have a. This is my. This is not my wheat variation. This is my VDB variation, and then I also have a wheat variation, steel wheat variation, Lincoln Memorial design on the back, and then his series, his Lincoln Life series, which I just have the professional life one. That's the title of it, and that's my one that represents that whole entire series, and then as well as the shield that they are doing now, and then these are gaps for half dimes. So this is the end of the penny one so far, until they release a new design, which I don't know when they're going to do that, but I don't think it's anytime soon, but I don't have gaps for those, so it just goes straight into half dimes, and I don't have any half dimes. I have nickels, but nickels and half dimes are different in U.S. currency collecting, so, which is kind of weird. So in nickels, you can kind of see through, it's annoying, but in nickels, I have Liberty V nickels, which I actually have about 11 of those, so I think this is my 12th. Liberty V nickel, and so this one I talked about inside of my nickel video, 1913, which is the first year they made these, and I was talking about how it was 1913. The dates rubbed off, though, and I figured out a way to be able to find out how it was 1913, because, let me just take it out here. I risk breaking the packaging, because they're really easily breakable, but let's just look at this coin. So on this coin, you can't see the date at all, and I may get this verified eventually, but I don't know. But on this coin, there's no date, but on the back, you see there's raised ground right there. Well, I looked this up, and well, I threw that. I throw something in every one of these videos, whether it be a coin or a book, or everything just slips. I'm gonna make like a montage eventually, just every time I've thrown something accidentally or on purpose. But let's look here. So if we look here, we can see, okay, so we can see that in 1913, Actually, hold on. So 1914, that's what it looked like. It was kind of like divoted in, but in 1913, it was raised ground. So normally it would look like that, but since my coin, if it'll focus, come on. Since you see that raised ground, that means it's 1913. There's no date on here, and there's also no mint mark either. So that's a way you can figure out if your coin's in 1913. Now, it doesn't really work with anything else because I do have two other blank nickels that are Indian, not Indian. I mean, they are Indian, but Buffalo, these are them right there. And except these are not 1913s because if you look, they're indented grounds, like that's indented. But this is not indented. It is completely, if it'll focus, will it focus? There we go. It's completely raised ground. So that's a cool way to figure out if your coin is in 1913. So blank Buffalo nickels are not completely a waste. And this will also be linked below in the description. Not that model, obviously, a different model. And then this, so that's variety 1 of the Buffalo nickels. And this is variety 2. I just haven't written it there. But that is variety 2. They only did variety 1 in 1913, which is the raised ground. And this is the indented into the coin ground. And then I have Jefferson design. And then Jefferson Silver, that's a silver one. I actually have two of those, one in my main collection and one here, 1943p. Then we got the American Bison, which is actually a part of the, I think it's the America the Beautiful program. I think that's what it's called. America the Beautiful program that they did in 2004 and 2005. And then the normal 2017, which is the design they still have now. And then, let's go down here. I have a 1912 Barber Dime. That thing was actually given to me, and I have another one that's from New Orleans, but this one is blank, so it's from Philadelphia. I think it's blank. Yeah, it's blank, from Philadelphia. And then I have a 1944 Mercury Dime. So I have the Barber Dime, Mercury Dime, and I do not have my paper here. I do not have, like Liberty Seated or anything like that, but that was just my stapler. We're good. I thought I broke something. Then I have dimes up here. I have 1964D, which is silver. That's a silver dime. Then I have the normal, which is not silver. And yeah, I used the last year of the silver, I know, but it's a duplicate, so it's still a part of the typeset. And then I have a Barber quarter from 1915. That thing is old. It's like 105 years old by the time this video gets posted. Not 105. No, yeah, 105, yeah. Then there's this big jump because I don't have, what is it? I don't have a Liberty Walking, that's half dollars. What am I talking about? I don't have a Liberty Standing variety 1 or the variety 2 or a silver Washington quarter. So I only have the normal quarter that they made out of the same stuff that they still make it out of today. Then I have the bicentennial version. I have the States quarters series type, which is an S because I don't really collect S's, so I just used it for the typeset. Then we got the National Park series, which is also an S, which is for that. And then flip the page, last page, guys, almost done. 1906D, which is a Barber $half. I almost said half quarter, which is like 12.5 cents. That doesn't make sense. No pun intended. So yeah, Barber half dime. Oh my gosh, $half. And then there's a big jump again because I don't have a Franklin or, I don't have like a Franklin $half. Wait, why did I say, I think in a different video I accidentally said Franklin when I was talking about, no, I said peace dollar, I think. Whoops, I'll hopefully edit that out. But yeah, I don't have like any of the filler ones like in these three, but I have this. This is not silver. I need an extra silver one. That's what goes there. So you got the Franklin. Then you got something else. I think it's like a walking. Oh, wait, hold on. Haha, I do have that. It's just in this case, but it goes right there. So I do have that. It's just inside of this thing. And I also have a Standing Liberty. And yeah, so I do have that and I do have that. But it's in this. I'm not going to break this open. I mean, I could break it open and put it in this. I'll think about it. I mean, it's still worth the exact same, I think, because it's not, those aren't proof. So they've been put in here by some random person. They're not proof. Well, 1991 is when it was put in. I don't know who does these. Maybe it is like a legit company, but they're like sealed and I'd have to break it open, but I don't know if I want to do that. So yeah, I do have 1976, and then this one, and then there's nothing. Well, what's after this actually? Let me look at that. Oh, memorial or commemorative $50. So that's what would go here. And I do have a commemorative $50. It's that Washington one that I showed in my just random like cool coin type video. But I do not have one that I'm gonna break open and put in one of these things. If I ever get one of those, I'll put it there. And then I have silver dollars. So I don't have a Liberty seated. I don't have a no motto Liberty seated. I don't have a trade dollar, which is also, no, it's not a peace dollar. I don't have a trade dollar or a Morgan or a peace. I do have an Eisenhower. So I don't have any of the, my notebook fell. I don't have any of those, but I do have an Eisenhower, which is not silver actually. And then this is reserved for a bicentennial Eisenhower, which I do have, but it's in that 1976 San Francisco proof set, and I'm not breaking that thing out. And then I have Susan B. Anthony dollar, okay, hold on. This is the Sacagawea dollar, and this is the Native American dollar. Look the exact same, but they're different. And then this is the presidential dollar, which was made at the same time while these are made, just consecutively, and then this one is different, but they're the same. And this had like a 19-year gap between versions. Yeah, the dollar coins are confusing. Watch the video on the dollar coins, and you'll see why it's so confusing. I mean, you won't see why it's confusing. It just is confusing. And I don't think this is for anything. Let me look at my paper. Where is my page? There it is. I don't think those are for anything. I think that's just 2 extra. Wait. Oh, wait, no. So this spot right here is reserved for. Okay, it's reserved for a commemorative dollar. So there's a commemorative $50, and there's also a commemorative dollar. So this is reserved for a commemorative dollar coin. And then this, right here, this slot, so you know like the silver eagles that the U.S. makes? I need to get one of those, and that's what's going to go here. So this completely will fill up this whole entire thing. This page will be filled up. This page will be filled up. And this page will be filled up perfectly, actually, until they make more, and then it'll just be all messed up. But it'll still look really cool. So I really wish I can find all of them. I'm going to probably list the ones I need, as well as a whole entire list of the ones that I have left slots for, so that you can mimic this if you want to. The supplies, like the coin holders and the 2x2s, will be in the description below with all the supply lists. So yeah, I will be putting all that stuff in the description below. And that concludes our series of my coin collection. I have showed, I believe, every coin in my collection, and that took 10 videos. I mean, I could have done it all in one really long one, but I decided to make it a series just to make it a little more fun, do like a weekly type thing to where you get to see, I'll leave this open, to where you get to see all of the different types of coins over the course of, I think I released them weekly, so like 10 weeks, so 2.5 months. So yeah, I really enjoyed this series. If you guys did too, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, and go ahead and watch the other ones if you have not. Like I said at the beginning of the video, go ahead and subscribe if you are new here, or if you're a regular, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Make sure to hit the bell to get notified whenever I post a new video. If you want to send me anything, or just send like a nice letter, or maybe a coin or something, email me. My email is in the About page of my YouTube channel. You can email me there, and I will respond to you there. And if you have a question, go ahead and comment below what that question is. I'll try to get to it, and if I don't, then hopefully somebody else within this coin community that's developing on this channel will hopefully answer. And if you just have something you want to say, like hello or something like that, you can comment that below too, and I'll try to respond. That's pretty much it though. All of the coin supplies that I mentioned will be listed below, and more. So like if there's coin supplies for beginners or more experienced, or stuff you'd like to have, or necessities, that'll be listed in the description below. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video though. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, keep on collecting.